everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Aki and this is my channel Kivsah. Kivsah means a sheep in Hebrew, and today I will be speaking why you should take your medication for schizophrenia specifically. So I have got my notes here and I will be reading of those, and for you guys to know that if you are struggling with taking your medication because of God, just remember that to pray or to function, to think rationally, you need to take your medication to not to sin, because when you don't take your medication, you don't think straight, as I would say. And I know because I have schizophrenia and I know those things. So if you want to be like sober with mind, sober like thinking straight, you need to take your medication. So first thing that I have got for you to take your medication is the fact that when you have schizophrenia, you have a chemical imbalance in your brain, right? So to get a chemical balance which every healthy brain has got, you need to take medication, antipsychotic medication, to restore the balance of dopamine with other chemicals in the brain. So I think that's clear, because we all know that schizophrenia is not like dissociative disorder that many have thought, but this is specifically a chemical imbalance. Second, schizophrenia means that your gray matter in the brain is disappearing, which means that your brain is getting damaged even more when you don't take your medication. Well, I have been sick with schizophrenia from my childhood, since I was little, and I started to medicate myself only when I was 17 years old because of different aspects, but that influenced my brain, so I have less gray matter. My different functions work not as well as I would take my medication since I was little, so it damages the brain, this sickness. And also, if you haven't been taking care of your health, you haven't been working out, having a diet, you are eating fast food, sweets, etc., your brain also isn't in the best form, right? So it's important also to take the right medication with the right amount of it, because you can be on medication and the medication might be bad for you. You can take too much of medication because of different doctors, right? You must get the right doctor that will prescribe you the right medication in the right amount of it. So that is important also. Third, remember the first modern term for schizophrenia was dementia precox, early dementia, because of the damages in the brain. Like I said, the memory gets beaten with lack of medication, specifically. Fourth, if you don't take your medication, you can have a brain stupor at around 50-60 years old, so your brain getting older quickly. 5, as for me, I have problems with sleeping because of the drugs I take and damage in the brain, and a simple pill like herbal or melatonin supplements doesn't work. I need stronger medication, and that is true. I was taking different kinds of medication, also with prescription for sleeping, and they didn't work. But when I started taking medication for schizophrenia, I started sleeping normally. So yeah, that is like a proof for the medication to work, for you to function normally, to think soberly, normally, straight, right? Do not commit sin or different kind of things. 6. If you don't take your medication or you stop taking it, you will have repeated bouts of psychosis, which also damages the brain, right? Every episode of psychosis damages the brain. So it's important for you to know this. 7. Your medication controls symptoms by affecting the brain neurotransmitter dopamine. And they work also on chemicals such as serotonin. Okay. 8. Your medication reduces and controls symptoms such as delusions and hallucinations, paranoia and hearing voices, and other hallucinations. Next, anxiety and serious agitation, for example, from feeling threatened. Next, incoherent speech and muddled thinking, and also confusion, right? Satan is the author of confusion, so somehow confusion is connected to this illness. So thanks to medication you can be in control of it. 9. Excuse me my voice, because I had a cold before and now I have something with my voice, so I take pills for it. It's annoying, I know. 9. If you have schizophrenia and you don't want to take your medication because you are gaining weight, just ask your doctor to prescribe you a different one. That was my huge problem, and I asked and I got Zipsila. But recently, like a year ago, I was changed medication because I took Zipsila too long and I got bad symptoms from it. So I got prescribed medication from, how do you say it, new generation pills, right? And I got prescribed Latuda. And I have got no symptoms, bad symptoms from it, and it works perfectly. I can sleep after it, I haven't gained weight after it, and my doctor said that she prescribed this medication to many of her patients who have schizophrenia, and they don't have side effects because of it. So I don't have side effects because of it also. So if you are searching for the right medication, maybe try Latuda. Next, 10. If you don't see any changes and you want to quit taking medication, you probably don't know that for the results you have to wait few weeks, right? So when you started taking your medication or your new medication for schizophrenia, wait 3, 6 weeks, 1-2 months for it to start working. Simply with the medication for depression, it's similar. 11. Your medication simply can help you to stay on the path to recovery, and that is an important fact. 12. If you are having trouble with remembering to take your medication, you can try to get it with injections. I get injections, but I don't do it myself. A nurse gives me them every month, right? So I take Abilify Maintainer, 200 amount of it, milligrams, I guess. So and I go to the nurse because in my country the nurses can do it for free, so I don't have to stress if I make the injection wrongly. And I also would recommend you to go to a nurse to make your injection, because I heard on TV one boy who had schizophrenia was making the injections by himself, and he was making injections into his left arm, and one time he made the injection badly, so he made it wrong and they had to cut off his arm because he did it very badly. So if you want to stay safe, just go to a nurse or to a hospital or your nearest doctor to make the injection for you. 13. Medication can increase your independence and increase your quality of life, which is about thinking, your daily functioning, right? 14. Medication will help you understand what is real and what is not, which is typical in schizophrenia, that we have this kind of problem. 15. There are also positive side effects. It is crucial for you to be genuine with your doctor and tell him/her your needs, what you don't like in the medication, and to ask for lowering the dosage of medication or ask for a different one, right, when you don't feel right. And the doctor should do what you feel is needed, right? So it is important to have a good connection, good relationship with your doctor. If it is not possible, change your doctor. 16. Maybe you feel depressed and need also medication for depression like I do, and maybe that can be the cause of you not wanting to take part in pharmacological therapy. And 17. Brain is not unbreakable and gets sick like other organs. Okay, so I hope that will help you. If you know other reasons of taking your medication, leave them in the comments for us all. It might help. Or leave them in my email. And I will try to make a part 2 of this video. But I think I enumerated the most important things. And if you are having any problem in your life, I might give you an advice or help you or pray for you. Also write on my email your problem or what you're struggling with. I might help. And yeah, this is important. I was struggling with taking medication for 10 years, with accepting that I have this kind of illness because of the stigma and the shame that comes with it. So I understand perfectly when you struggle with taking your medication. Many of us who have schizophrenia or other kind of sickness, we might take the medication and feel good. So when we feel good after taking the medication, we might think that, oh, I feel good now, I can stop to take these. But it's the huge reason why we stop taking the medication. So I advise you not to stop taking your medication, or if you want to really badly, just speak with your doctor or your psychologist or your therapist. They might give you some advices on it. And I would also, if you don't want to take medications because you think they are really bad for you, I advise you Amen clinics in America, I guess, in the USA. There is this Dr. Daniel Amen, and he writes books also. You can Google him. I bought his one book, but I haven't started reading it yet. I have other books to read. But he treats schizophrenia with a diet also. I also heard that this girl has a YouTube channel, Living Well with Schizophrenia, and she started keto diet, and she said that it helps her a lot, and she's reducing her medication slowly, and she, for the first time in her life, she feels that her symptoms went away, which haven't happened when she was even on medication. So diet is also very important, and I would advise you keto diet with specialists who will control your functioning. And also the Amen clinics, you can Google it. If I would have money, I would go to Amen clinics also, but unfortunately it is too expensive for me, and I live in Poland, so also the cost of getting there would be very expensive. So I am currently on medication. My next video will be saying on what kind of medication I am on now currently. So yeah, I hope this helped you, and if you still having doubts about taking the medication, I will advise you to watch my video on overdosing. This is also a very deep video about why you should take your medication and also why you shouldn't overdose them. So yeah, I think that's all. Thank you for watching. I hope you are all safe and healthy. Much love and many blessings. See you in the next video. Bye bye.
Hello, your call cannot be taken at the moment, so please leave your message after the tone.